Hello, everyone. This is Crystal here with your Sunday. What is this? July 19th, 2020 daily tarot reading. As always, let's get into the overall vibe of today. And I am using Whispers of Lord Ganesh and also the Paulina Tarot. And I also am going to pull us a card from The Universe Has Your Back. So let's get right into it. Starting with Lord Ganesh. Don't forget, we do have a new moon on Monday in Cancer. Please set your intentions. Focus on the things that emotionally bring comfort in your life. Of course, children, being being a mother, being, even if you're a man, being like motherly towards people. Cancer is just everything that emotionally makes us feel content in life. It's also our homeland, our nationality, our ancestors also relate a lot to Capricorn. I'm sorry, to Capricorn and Cancer, but Cancer specifically, okay? So I hope you find that comfort time to kind of stay in with the people who are most close to you. But we'll talk more about that on Monday. Let's get into Sunday. What is Sunday? What is the overall spiritual message from Lord Ganesh for Sunday? All right. And we have generosity. Five of Swords. Ooh, why is this here? Why is the Five of Swords here? Why is this here? Two of Pentacles. All right. All right. And let's pull one more from The Universe Has Your Back. Okay, and we have two. We have true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. And we've had this card recently, actually the last time I pulled from this deck. And then we also have through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in my world. All right. So we'll talk about those a little bit later in the reading. But let's get into this energy. We have generosity. So whenever, of course, we see generosity, we already know that it definitely highlights those moments of giving. So let's read the passage from this card. It says, compassion for others is a natural result of being aware and conscious of your own feelings. When you are generous in spirit, you can take complete responsibility for your life. Work with Ganesh to assist you with stepping up to do the right thing. This is especially important when you are filled with fear and conflicting feelings. Respect others and live a conscious life. Champion others, support them, and actively want for them to succeed. Living from this space will create an open heart and mind that will touch anyone who comes into your presence. Be tolerant of ideas and behaviors that may not align with your own thoughts. Spend more time looking at what is good and positive in someone else rather than what you judge as negative or bad. Embrace others' differences. Give freely and from your heart. Choose to no longer manipulate and do not do favors with strings attached. As you continue to give, you may find that you no longer envy others. You will be able to give easily and at the same time receive the same is offered to you. This will go a long way to eliminating the feelings of being separated from others, and you will find yourself genuinely happy. Look for and assume the best in people and treat others with respect and acceptance. I like this card, and it's kind of triggered something for me because I struggle between fully understanding this the experience of culture and knowing your lineage and being a part of a tribe, which Cancer is very much of that, but also this universal love that we all are spiritual soul beings having human experience. So the more we find ourselves separating each other from one another, and the more we find ourselves I'm this and you're that, it actually makes life a lot more complicated. And so I do think ultimately the highest frequency. Now, do I love culture and expressing and having enjoying the earthly experience? Yes. And I feel like to an extent it is needed, because it's nice to indulge in another person's culture or way of doing things or food or language. But also, if we were all one, if countries didn't exist, if different nationalities were never extremely pressed upon or emphasized, how much less chaos would it be in the world? I'm sure a lot more. And it's not to say that people in different regions or places still wouldn't be doing their own thing, but we would be at a place of not judging and not letting external situations that are out of our control break us apart. I'm better than you. You're under me. It's really I think it's really caused us more harm than help. But regardless, on days like this, we find the need to be generous and give from the heart and find the connection, which ultimately is a higher vibration. It's so crazy to me, because you see people, like, you see these arguments back and forth, and a lot of people say, it is definitely racism and things like that will always exist. They have always existed as far as we know. But it's also this thing of breaking each other apart based off where they fall on the social totem, whether that's I can't think of the word right now, whether that's, you're living in poverty or you're middle class or you're upper class or whatever it might be. And it's just really sick, because a lot of people who actually hold and have had the same life experiences of trauma and maybe a lack of love, lack of resources, or sometimes just pinned against each other when they actually have more in common. And the only thing that separates them from having similar stories and or experiences is the color of their skin. So that is really sick. And so once again, when we find more ways that we do relate to a person instead of ways that make us different, we really find ourselves having a greater experience. Okay, so maybe not every day, but today that's the better approach to have. Now, that can be hard because the Five of Swords is here. The Five of Swords is an argument, and this poor person on this card is just really, really having a hard time. It just seems like everything is against them, and they've told themselves time and time again that things are against me, people are against me, the world is against me. And a lot of the times your setup, speaking of Cancer energy, the mother, your early life dictates a lot of how you experience your adulthood. And so the Five of Swords is saying, don't allow what people have said to you. It's so unfortunate because people are quicker to doubt you than to support you or to give you a push. But the Five of Swords says, don't listen to that. Don't listen to your negative thoughts in your head. I'm so sorry somebody decided to pop fireworks. Maybe I was on to something. So sorry if you all can hear that. But the Five of Swords is that back and forth argument. And don't allow yourself to feel stressed. Don't allow yourself to just overthink things and cause yourself to get into an argument with people. Because once again, if you come from a generous place today, you can get a lot further, because there is definitely room for you telling yourself negative things and you arguing with someone. Okay, and it could be because you have a lot on your plate, because the Two of Coins is here. So this can be juggling a lot, and I'm tired of juggling a lot, and so therefore you're frustrated, you snap on someone. Or maybe you feel like you're being juggled by someone in your life and you're sick of that. Either way it goes, you just have to be careful not to let it consume you too much today. And also, don't forget, all right, when you are generous, it's kind of like the Six of Coins. You have to be careful. Yes, like I said, don't have strings attached. No one owes you anything when you do something nice or buy someone a gift. That's the worst thing, to keep tallies on what you've done for a person. But you never give more than you can spare, okay? And if you find yourself giving more than you can spare, then you need to dial it back a little bit. So just keep that in mind, because you don't want to be so busy helping someone so much that it puts a shit ton of things on your plate, excuse my French, and then now you're stressed. So remember, generosity is amazing. But as you see in this picture, Ganesh is not giving this mouse the whole golden, you know, whatever this is, golden bowl of eggs or whatever that is that she's giving, sugar balls or whatever. I don't know. She's giving them what she can. You know, she might give them, you know, a third or half, maybe, who knows. But she's not just giving the mouse everything, because you have, if you give a person everything, then you leave nothing for you. Okay, and that's when we get into triggers. Okay, where are these triggers actually coming from? If you're feeling the need to be so generous to where you give so much to where you have none left for yourself, what in life has showed you that, you know, maybe you feel unworthy, maybe you feel like you have to buy people's love or friendship or affection? Just check that. Then we have, through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace around my world. So of peace in my world. So I think we could all do well by just kind of sitting, breathing in that good ass Prada, especially when we wear masks now, or we're forced to wear masks. And you know, whatever you feel is what you feel. I don't judge anybody for what they believe, but I think there is an argument to say, you know, if we don't, we have to be safe and we have to be realistic, but at the same time, we have to make sure that our human free will is not being just completely trampled upon. So while you can, and while you're not wearing a mask, find yourself really just calming and breathing and grounding yourself. Sit for about 3 to 4 minutes if you can. And just inhale, exhale, play some positive vibrational frequency music, some binaural beats. Any of that will be really helpful, because it'll settle your nervous system. It'll stop the negativity at the door before somebody can even think to come to you with an argument, or try to walk on your neck or anything like that. Step on it, like how people step on anyone's neck to get ahead, or have any type of malicious intent. You can stop that right there, okay? And then you can have a beautiful day. All right, I hope this reading helped. Have a great one, and I will see you tomorrow.